Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of this TEW 2020 series using New Japan Pro Wrestling in the year 2020 as for this Sakura Genesis tour. It's going to be one of the smallest tours we'll have in the series and kind of throughout the schedule just because, really, from the New Japan Cup to this, really not a whole lot going on. So figured might as well have it be kind of the shortest tour date, and plus it's a pretty quick turnaround. Obviously, as we're still at the end of March here for this Road to Sakura Genesis show that's happening tonight, as just a couple of things at the actual first booking episodes, episode 2. That one, I don't know what the fuck happened. There's just times where I don't know what it is. I'll just say the wrong fucking thing. Kept on mispronouncing Lee Moriarty's name. That was embarrassing. I'm glad no one roasted me for that in the comments. I'm sure they were thinking it, just like, this fucking guy. What an idiot. But, yeah, I mean, as far as how the actual shows went, besides how just a lot of brain farts that I had throughout the recording, pretty good. It's not the best of starts. We didn't have anything above an 80 as far as show wise, but still, I think we've had a good ground basis of where we're at, and really the biggest thing is trying to make some goddamn money. Because right now, we are down, I want to say 500,000. Yeah, 576 at this point. Maybe we'll get some back, but yeah, you see in there, we're paying $2 million for workers. Some of that is, I want to say a good half of that is just bonuses, but we're paying $1.5 million just off of pay. And I don't think that's off of people we've signed. Most of my signings have been per show in like not even $1,000. The biggest one was Brody. Even then, like his was maybe 10,000. A lot of these are just, we'll just look at the contracts here. We're just kind of stuck with them because they were how they were when the database started. So you see there, we have three of the biggest contracts. Obviously, Okada, Tanahashi, Naito, all above 100,000, and then Kotabushi's just under 100,000. Now, luckily, their contracts are going to come up, so we'll be able to change how they are done. They're not going to be on a per month basis anymore. They'll be on a per show basis, just because that's a lot easier to maintain as far as how our schedule is and whatnot. But still, that's a long time, and we're already losing money as is, so we need that to, hopefully, we'll be able to tread some water to that point to where we'll be able to save a good bit of money there. But that's big tough though. That's a lot of money to give up. Even like Shibata. Shibata's making so much goddamn money, and he's God bless him, but he's not in. He's not an in-ring talent or anything. So it's like we really don't need to be doing that. Same thing with Milano's making 40,000. Like, that's crazy for a fucking commentator. We don't need to be having him be written per month. Like, he'll be fine on a per show basis. It's no big deal. So yeah, as far as before we get into the actual tour, we do have our tour goals to go through and the card that we have for Sakura Genesis. As the first one, it's to establish New Japan Strong. April of week 2 is going to be the first show. That'll be on a Wednesday. So actually, it's kind of funny we have this as the tour goals when actually the tour is going to end before the first show happens. So that's just kind of funny. But still, we want to get that out of the way and just be like, hey, New Japan Strong, it's coming. I got some pretty big plans, I think, for that show, all things considered. Don't want to go too crazy with it. But how New Japan Strong is going to work for this series is you're not going to see me, like, book it. I'm just going to show what happens, kind of like a recap thing, where after either before like a taping or whatever it may be before like a Road 2 show, or even, I guess really it's going to be like Road 2 shows or tour shows. Just kind of after a show runs, I'll go through the show history and just kind of run through it and just kind of give my thoughts and show everyone what's going on in New Japan Strong. I don't think it should be the focus of this series. That's just kind of my opinion on that. I think it should be used as kind of an extra thing on the side, and just a kind of thing to show what's going on with New Japan Strong and what's going on with. I think as far as like the plan is the big events that are happening in the U.S. that we do, we might do those and show those like it's an actual part of the series, and show how I book it and whatnot. But other than that, for New Japan Strong, that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, I mean the second goal, trying to make some damn money. We kind of went through that already. So the third goal is having Robbie Eagles pin Hiromu during a multi-man tag match between LIJ and Chaos at some point during the tour. That just makes, obviously you see there as the fourth match. Well, I guess, the fifth match on the card if you're going to go with that from that way. But the fourth match down, Junior Heavyweight title matchup, Robbie Eagles, Hiromu Takahashi. Just, that's a fun match, and I think, obviously, that just happened in real life, but for 2020, I think they did a Best Super Juniors block match. I want to say that was Best Super Juniors 27, so that was 2018, 19? Somewhere around there. But, it should be a fun match there. And then we're going to start the Goto and Ishii tag run as the Chaotic Pitbulls. Kind of crazy, and they never had that, tag run, because they just fit so well together. They're in the same stable, but they've never really put them together and have them go on a run. In this universe, they are. We're going to let them run through some guys and have a couple of big tag wins as well, and kind of get them ready throughout the tour. Usually with, probably doing, Goto, Ishii, Naito, Shingo, maybe, as a big-time tag match at some point on the tour. That'd be pretty crazy. And that would make a lot of sense, too, for what we're going with. Maybe that would even be the last tag match main event, the last main event, rather, before the actual Sakura Genesis show. Just a food for thought type of thing. As the fifth and final tour goal, give some wins for the repackaged Rascals. So we got the Rascals from Impact, did a little talent exchange. I forget who we sent over for Xavier and Zachary Wentz. I wonder if there was another tag team. Maybe I forget who it was, though. Off the top of my head. I'm sure we'll look at it through when we're starting to play through the actual tour and whatnot. But instead of them being called the Rascals, we're going to change them to High Impact. I feel like that's a clever little name with, what they do and where they're from type of thing. But instead of having them called the Rascals, just a little repackage. And but before we get into the actual rundown, the tour, the final show, the Sakura Genesis show, we do have some graphics to go through as well, so that's fun. So our main event, IWGP Heavyweight Title matchup, Tetsuya Naito taking on the New Japan Cup winner and challenger, Tomohiro Ishii. Yeah, Naito doesn't have, this is going to be only a heavyweight title defense, and he doesn't have any renders where it's just him with the heavyweight title that I like, so we went with where he's posing with both belts. But that should be a fun match, though. Ishii and Naito in this main event for Sakura Genesis. I think it's a perfect main event because I don't think it's going to be something that we'll never be able to, as far as, do better than, but we'll be able to, down the road, probably even a block match of the G1 do better than. So I think it's just in the perfect spot. And can Tomohiro Ishii, can he finally do it? Can he fulfill the destiny of becoming the heavyweight champion? We shall see. As the co-main event, never openweight title matchup, Hiroki Goto versus Shingo. That should be fun. Obviously, those two met during the New Japan Cup, so that's very fun there. And obviously, Goto, he made it to the finals, but came up short. So at least this is a little complimentary prize to having him take on Shingo there in the co-main event. Should be a pretty fun co-main, all things considered. As the next matchup, IWGP Tag Team Title matchup of Dangerous Tekkers taking on Golden Ace of Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kota Ibushi. I was a little nervous about doing this graphic because usually when there's more than two people on the goddamn graphic, it turns into a shit show. But this one, I'm not so. It could have been worse. Could have been much worse. But yeah, Dangerous Tekkers looking to beat the champions. Maybe they'll do like they did in real life. And obviously, this match is taking place a little sooner than what that match happened. That was, at Dominion, obviously, and this is taking place at Sakura Genesis. So, sped that up a little bit. We'll see what happens on that match. And then the Junior Heavyweight title match we already talked about there with Robbie Eagles and Roman. But here's the graphic for it. Pretty fun. As, I think that's going to be a fun match, though. I think that's going to be a very, very fun match. And then the Junior Heavyweight Tag Title matchup, which this graphic, I think Show and Yo got some outdated graphics, maybe about like a year or two, but still kind of irks me. But Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier, that was fun, looking up how Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz do their, how would their names would be if it was in katakana, but that's all right. You know, it is a fun little. I think Zachary Wentz is off. I don't think it's perfect, but in the showing, like I hate how Yo's name looks there. It's so far to the right, but I wanted it to be over him at the same time, so it just looks weird because obviously their names are so small, especially compared to Xavier's and Wentz's. But I mean, it should be a pretty fun junior match, though, all things considered. And we'll just get rid of now in reverse order and go on to the rest of the card, which we skipped over Okada and Yoshihashi against Sanada and Evil just for the sake of the graphics points. I mean, pretty fun tag match. Obviously, Okada has been, I would say, the best ratings-wise guy we have, so it should be he should probably have that match be around the 72, 75 maybe. I don't know, with Yoshihashi in it, probably won't be all that great. And the second match on the card, it's a Suzuki Gun Bullet Club 8-man of Minoru Suzuki, Despy, Kanemaru, and Doki versus the Bullet Club team of Kenta, Taiji Shimoi, El Phantasmo, and Bad Luck Fale. Figured it was going to be a junior, but no, we swerved him with a Bad Luck Fale instead. In the opener, Tomato Juice. They're back. They're back in New Japan. Of course, it was only right. I was very, very happy to see everyone comment that, to be like, we need Tomato Juice, and getting thumbs up for that. So that was very fun. I just, at first, I was just, going through kind of who I would bring in. Obviously, Kaiju Tomato, soft spot in my heart, and it's just like, we could bring him in and bring back Tomato Juice, but just Finn Juice was already a thing. I was just like, well, let's just see how they do. Dave Finlay Jr.'s doing like 20s. I wouldn't be surprised if Kaiju Tomato's doing a better rating than Dave Finlay Jr. is. So figured might as well make it happen, and we'll have them be a 6-man stable. Just have Finn Tomato Juice. It's just makes sense there, and with them and Cabana too, that's a fun 6-man team. They're taking on Toriano, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Rocky Romero as well, which that's a pretty fun opener, if I do say so myself. Just a lot of fun personalities there. Kind of babyface, obviously Cabana and Yano, they just had their New Japan Cup match, and a lot of things are happening there with that opener. A lot of intriguing stuff, but as far as this tour goes, it's interesting, because we already kind of have it pretty much planned out already. We've already done like Dangerous Techers, Golden Ace rather. I always like calling them Golden Aces, but we'll just, for the sake of them actually being called Golden Ace, we'll just have them be Golden Ace. They've had their New Japan Cup singles matches, so you really don't need to build that anymore. You can, but you don't really necessarily need to. We already have plans to how we're going to bring Robbie Eagles and Hiromu together with some LIJ Chaos 6-mans and 8-mans, or even 10-mans. Obviously, with what's all going on, obviously Sakura Genesis, besides Dangerous Techers and Golden Ace, you have Chaos LIJ in full force. All the title matches besides the IWGP Tag Title match, it's a Chaos LIJ match, and obviously the junior heavyweight a little different though. But really, besides the tag matches, the tag title matches, but it should be, as far as a booking perspective, to go to the Sakura Genesis show, pretty simple stuff. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. We understand what we're going for. We understand what we need to do. Multi-man tag matches. And, with really the biggest thing is who's going to beat, or who Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz are going to beat. Because that's kind of like an intriguing dilemma we have. Probably Despy and Doki in one of the matches. I'm not really sure what else, though. Because we don't really have a lot of junior tag teams at our display. We can use, the velocities that we've brought in, and we got Top Flight we could throw at them, which that's a fun fucking tag match, and Top Flight and the Rascals, or High Impact as we're going to call them here. We got a lot of fun junior tag matches to do on this tour, and I think all in all, it should be a pretty successful tour. And, it's kind of crazy because Sakura Genesis obviously did not actually happen, with them getting it shut down because of COVID. So we get to run a show that didn't actually happen. So there's that. It's a fun thing to do already so early on in the save, too. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go on with the tour. Alright, so they got us having to be a Corkin. I don't think we're going to do that. Don't think that's necessary. We have some backstage incidents. Paul London and Hiroshi Tanahashi, a match I didn't know I needed. Right there. As Paul London's brought for Wrestler's Court, don't worry, he wouldn't have even been there. Still would have been in the States. It's not like it would have mattered, but he accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. And Tanahashi found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Satoshi Kojima, still probably giving tips to Tamura, as he is, giving psychology tips. You'll love to see that. Awesome. Awesome. Alright, so let's look at here and let's see where we're going to go to. We're not going to keep it in Kanto. I kind of want to give it to somewhere we haven't been to. Obviously, we can't go there. So we got this. We've been to Sendai, rather. That was one of our first shows we did. Actually, I'm thinking we're going to go to, even though there's only 450 people, it is Okinawa. That'd be kind of fun to go there. Let's see what happens on this first show. So, obviously, main event, we kind of talked about it already. 10-man tag for LRJ and Chaos. So, it look a little bit like this. So, obviously, we want to keep Tomohiro Ishii there and Naito here. And then we'll just go ahead there. Kazuchika Okada and Yoshihashi. And then, of course, we're going to have, the junior... we'll go with just Shingo next. Oh, wrong side, rather. Tomohiro Ishii. Or not, oh my god, you could tell this is late. We're getting into 4 a.m. as we're starting this. We might just take a break after this first recording session here, because Jesus, I'm all over the place. And then Robbie Eagles, of course. And we got Shingo. And we got Hiromu, obviously. So who's going to take the fall is the real question in this goddamn tag match. Think we're going to go with Ishii, just to give him even more momentum into that before his title match. We're going to have Ishii beat Evil, because fuck Evil. Because that's why. Fuck Evil. 20 minutes seems fair there. So the rest of the card kind of look a little bit like this. Let's do a junior tag match, of course, of High Impact, which I don't think... Where'd they go? Oh, fucking... Alright, so they got the first show in Cork, and I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to probably wait a little bit before we go to Cork, and probably that final night. And so let's just kind of see where we should go to. Perfect, I want to go somewhere we haven't been to, be Okinawa. Sure, there's only 450 people going to be there, but fuck it. I think it'll work. And, yeah, I think that's all we have to, as far as go through there. Let's do this 10-man tag. That, Chaos LIJ 10-man tag. And, we'll have Ishii, Okada, and Yoshihashi. Throw, Goto out there, obviously, and then Robbie Eagles. And obviously on the LIJ side. There we go. Naito. And then Shingo. And Hiromu. Perfect. Perfect. Let's give this, 20 minutes for right now is fine. Maybe we'll add a little bit more to that. Now, who's going to take the fall in this match is the big question. I think we're going to have, I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Ishii beat Shingo. Pretty crazy. That's, it's a big-time loss for Shingo, but it's also a big-time win for Ishii, just to give him even more extra momentum going into his match with Naito. Yeah, but for right now, Shingo's a little upset about that. We'll keep him strong. Maybe we won't do that. Let's not have maybe Ishii beat Shingo. Maybe instead we'll have Ishii beat Sonata or Evil. Yeah, Evil. That makes way more sense. Yeah, that's there we go. So at least it's a win, but it's not a huge win at the same time. It's just a nice little... There we go. That's much better. I feel much confident about that. And then we'll do the junior tag match for High Impact. Desmond Xavier. Zachary Wentz. So, I think we're going to do Doki, and Despy as the first team. And we'll give them like Jado and Ghetto one night, and then yeah, we'll see kind of what happens from there on out. But just for the first two matches, I want it to be a Suzuki Gun team and a Bullet Club team, but they're not like the top Suzuki Gun and Bullet Club teams. I think we'll give them Despy and Kanemaru on one of the nights as well, and just kind of throughout the tour, have them beat bigger and bigger names. It's Desmond Xavier there, gonna get the win. Don't really care who takes the fall. I'm hoping it's Doki, but we'll just risk it. There we go. And then I think we'll have a Tomato Finju 6-man against El Phantasmo, Ishimori, and we'll throw Fale out there too. So I think we can do that, because I want, oh no, we can't, because Bad Luck Fale, that's right, we gave him the, so we'll throw Jado out there instead, as El Phantasmo, Daiji Ishimori, and Jado. And then obviously Tomato Finjuice. So we'll throw. There we go. Hell yeah, Kaiju Tomato. Warmed my heart seeing the comment to bring back tomato juice and it getting some thumbs up. It's like, oh, they remember. But it's very, very fun. We need to make them a stable too. We'll go ahead and do that. As they'll just be tomato fin juice. Real creative shit. I can't wait till we have like a 6-man on New Japan Strong or at a US show where it's Orange Cassidy, Kaji Tomato, and Juice Robinson, so they can be as tomato orange juice or orange tomato juice, whichever way we want to go with it. So Kaji Tomato's going to get the win here in his debut, even though it's his return in the Marvelous verse. It's his debut here, and he'll probably beat Jado on the first one. Well, maybe we'll have another one down the line where he beats Phantasmo, but right now he's going to beat Jado. Not a huge win, but a win nonetheless. As I don't know why I'm saving it, but just in case. Yeah, let's add a stable here. As I guess my Dark Order stable didn't save. That's weird. We'll add that as well. Let's see. As it would put Kaiju Tomato, Infinite Jr. And then we got obviously Juice Robinson. Not gonna be a leader or anything, just there you go. There you go, there you go. Tomato and juice. All one word. There we go. Perfect. Now this Dark Order team. It's fun we get to now add this to the thing again, but Dark Order, New Japan. Just throw Dark Order out there. There we go. Perfect. Now, the obviously Exalted One, leader, Brody Lee. The junior guy, it's gonna be Black Taurus. Right now, he's, I think he's our best bet, being our kind of muscly junior guy. We have the genders mixed, probably, yeah, well, I guess we could keep it mixed for now. So our junior team is gonna be Alex Reynolds. Oh, that's right, we didn't, I must have forgot. What the fuck happened to, that's probably why it's not there. Well, shit. We'll do that later on. But our heavyweight team, I remember we do have this. So I was thinking, Calvin Tankman, Will Hobbs. They'll be the Disciples of Darkness, DOD. Just feel like that's a fun team. And that'd be an awesome team to see. IRL. And I think that's a great heavyweight team. But the junior team would be Alex Reynolds, John Silver. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. We'll have to make sure we bring him back. We haven't used him for anything, so I don't know what the hell happened. As yeah, there we go. So that's just what Dark Order is going to look like going forward. I think the idea right now is they're going to have kind of the final moment of the first New Japan Strong. I don't know who they're going to stand over. If it's going to be a John Moxley, if it's going to be somebody else like that. But, that's going to be the big debut for the Dark Order. It's going to be on the first Strong taping. So that's just kind of where we're at with the Dark Order, since we talked about that a little bit at the previous episode. So yeah, now let's see what else we can put on this goddamn show. That's really the only 3 matches I had planned. So we'll just kind of go through and see what we got here. As, so we can... Oh, that's right, Chase Owens is still in the goddamn company. Let's get him the fuck out of here. Release. Oh, we can't right now. Great. Well, he's stuck with us for another taping. So, I don't know why I went there. Let's go here so we could put together a goddamn match. Another 6-man is what I'm thinking. As, we could throw out the Gods of War. We could throw out Connor Kratos, Victor Kratos, and JR Kratos. Just an idea. Just throw them out there against Ten, Koji, and Nagata. Just to get them out there in the New Japan world. The Wasteland. And they're actually going to lose their debut, which might not seem like a great idea, but we're going to have Nagata beat Connor. There we go. Nice. We'll have that be put there as well. We'll have a singles match of a young lion versus established guy. Thinking Colt beating like a Yatsuji or... Yeah, that makes sense there. So we could have this be a technical masterclass, but I wouldn't want that to go that long, because it's established guy versus a young lion guy, so we'll just have Cabana beat him in 8 minutes. Nice. And then to kick off the show, young lion match. Clark Connors. And Uemura. Nice. 15 minutes. Clark Connor, or no one's gonna get the win rather. Time limit draw. So failed decisive. Technical masterclass, and I think we'll need to steal the show at some point. And time limit finish. Good shit. Alright. So, yeah, trying to think what would be the best steal the show match. Probably this. Interesting card. You know, this is an interesting first night. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. You know, we got a lot of bullshit on this show. We got, you know, a young lion match. Established guy beating on young lion. Get a Wasteland debut where they lose. And we also have the debut of Kaiju Tomato of Tomato Juice. There we go. Just to change that. And High Impact, they're making their... You know, they've got a lot of debuts and stuff like that. But then the big main event to end out the show, we're going to give that just a little bit more time. Make it a 30. Yeah. Actually, 29. Just so we're right at 100 minutes. Perfect. Alright, let's run the show. Yep. Yep. Clark Connors outperformed him, though. But, yeah. Terrible way to start the show. That's alright. We'll get it back. 25 years. I figured we'd get it a little bit back. And we got Wataru as our fucking road agent. What I think we're going to do with Wataru is send him on vacation. I think that's probably the best course of action there. As a 49, Yuji Nagata and Tengoji against Wasteland. Yeah, Wasteland didn't even come close. So, right decision there. As Tengoji and Nagata getting the win. Nagata with the crossface on Connor Kratos. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 48 for the next match. See, Akashi Tomato outperforming Jado. You love to see it. He almost outperformed El Phantasma too. Juice and Taiji Shimura, they did their part. Just Dave Finley Jr. is the worst. It's Kaiju Tomato tapping out Jado. I'm assuming he doesn't have any finishers because they've not put any respect on my boy Kaiju Tomato. That's alright. We'll add his finishes as well. It's High Impact versus Doki and Despy. Oof. You know, Zachary Wentz was off his game, but at least Despy and Xavier did a 42. And it looks like Despy and Xavier and Zachary Wentz don't have their finishes either. Jesus. We're going to add a lot of finishes after this. The main event's a 63. Goto and Robbie Eagles are off their games. As Tomohiro Ishii pinning Evil after the vertical drop brainbuster. We'll run through kind of the ratings here. The best guy I see is Okada with a 79. Hiromu, and well, I guess Naito's down there at the bottom of 79 as well. Hiromu with a 73. 69 for Ishii, 70 or 65 rather for Shingo, 59 for Sonata, 57 for Goto, 54 for Evil, and then a 42 for Yoshihashi and 38 for Robbie Eagles. Not a great sign for old Robbie Eagles there. As he was off his game though too, so he probably would have done just as well as Yoshihashi probably on a normal night. 57. Yeah, there was a lot of shit, a whole lot of shit on that card. Figured IM back to Despy was actually going to be a pretty okay match. It was not. Should have flipped that with Nagata Tenkoji in the Wasteland match. But boy, at least it wasn't terrible. As yeah, on to the next night. Alright, I'm back. They want us to go to Cork, and it's not going to happen. Alex Reynolds first. Finally, gets something going on. He's robbed for Russell's court, accused of moaning about stuff all the time, bumming everyone else out. What a way to make a great first impression. Tanahashi found him guilty and sends him to shut up or cheer up and to buy drinks for everyone after the show. Yeah, small positive impact at least. Hell yeah, what a perfect guy to have Tomohiro Ishii take under his wing in Tomoya Harada. I mean, that's a bad motherfucker. Being under the wing of a bad motherfucker, that's awesome. Hell yeah. As, yeah, well, let's see where else we can go now. As, yeah, we got... So, you know, we kind of now have been pretty much everywhere. Maybe, you know, because we... got one, maybe. Yeah. This works for me. Nice little gymnasium with 1,400 people. We need that. Hell yeah. So, I think the big main event is going to be Okada, Yoshihashi, Eagles versus Sonata, Evil, and Hiromu. And this is going to be the night where Robbie Eagles beats him. As, let's see here. Nice. There. So, Okada, Yoshihashi. And then Robbie Eagles. Perfect. We're going to give this some time as well. 22 minutes. Eagles with the win over Hiromu. We're going to have this be a flash pinfall. Just to kind of protect Hiromu a little bit there. Because I'm about to put Robbie Eagles strong. Bad idea. Let's see if Hiromu will be... He's still pissed. God damn it. We just keep pissing everybody off. So, next match. At least the next match we're going to add. It probably won't be anywhere close to the top anymore, especially with who's involved. High Impact of Desmond Xavier, Zachary Wentz against Jado and Gedo. It's weird that it's Gedo and Jado there. I'm going to have to just change that just for my sake. Because that is weird seeing that. And let's see. I'll go with Zachary Wentz this time. Jado's going to take the fall again. Jado's just the fall boy for this tour. Jado is pissed. Wow. See if Geto's going to be a little bit more lenient. Yeah, he is. Perfect. Alright, Gedo. Way to be a trooper. So that's all I got as far as what I had planned going into it. We can go with a tag match of Akira Francesco and Tomohiro Ishii versus Tetsuya Naito and Bushi. Pretty fun match. Makes sense. We'll go with 16 minutes. We're gonna have Bushi actually beat Akira Francesco. We'll set it all out. Just, I think that's his, like, first really, like, loss. And it'll make sense. There we go, it's a nice co-main. So, I mean, you could see that obviously this tour, you know, we're keeping up with the Chaos LIJ teamings and whatnot. Just makes sense. So we're gonna have a 4-man, or an 8-man rather, Jesus Christ, as have Tomato Fin Juice with Colt Cabana against GOD, Padlock Fale, and let's see who else we could throw out there. So kind of running out. We could do Daiji Shimori and ELP. We'll say 11 minutes is fine. We're gonna have Ishimori. Actually, we're gonna have Tama beat Dave Finley Jr. there. Nice. Nice. Alright. So we'll probably have a Young Lions match to kick off the show. Yota Tsuji, Yui Mora. You already know. I already know it's gonna work out. And draw. Let's go to time limit. There we go. It's shit, but hey, it'll work. It'll be fine. It will be fine. As throw another tag match out there for the fuck of it here. Exclude everybody who's already booked. So let's do Dangerous Checkers and Tenkoji. Just a little match to give Dangerous Techers some momentum and just, you know, throw them together as a team just to see what happens. And plus, I think they're gonna get outperformed funny enough, so that's even hilarious. But throw that there. You know, this card, it's all right. We've had worse cards, I think. I think this is much better than the first one we just ran, so we got that going for us. So 14, figured so. There we go. Time limit draw for the Young Lions. 38 for the next match. So at least Desmond Xavier's almost in the 50s already. So Zachary went with the bite the curb. 12 minutes. Yeah, he got outperformed by both Jado and Geto, but Desmond Xavier killing it. Nice to see there. 49 there. Stangaloa's injury still playing a big part for the Bullet Club babyface team of Tomato Fin Juice and Colt Cabana. Tamatonga pinning Finley Jr. after the head shrinker. As, Ishimori, best guy in the match, followed by Juice Robinson, figured so. Tamatonga was the next best guy up. And then we got El Fantasmo, Colt Cabana, Kaiji Tomato, fuck yeah, with a 43. Doing better than David Finley Jr. and Tongaloa, which Tongaloa's injury took a big toll, but still. 49, though. That match at 52 for the Dangerous Techers, Tenkoji matches. Yeah, I mean, Taichi got outperformed by Tenzan, but then, Zach outperforming Satoshi Kojima. Their timing's all over the place, which sucks. So there's that. Zack Sabre Jr. having out Tenzan in 12:46. 62. The next match here. As, Kier Francesco taking the Firebird Splash from Bushi in 15:51. Naito with an 80. Ishii with a 67. Naito came out of the match looking good. It's a good little co-main there. See how the main event does. 56. Rob Eagles again off his game. Yoshihashi with a 42, but Okada trying to carry that one with an 83. So Romu gets rolled up by Robbie Eagles, and that is how Robbie Eagles gets to take on Hiromu Takahashi there. And that's kind of weird you already know how we're going to get there, but obviously the audience in TEW doesn't know that, so that's how we get there. It was a little win of Robbie Eagles over Hiromu. in a 6-man. It's 55. So surprisingly, I think it was just the wrong match being on last. Really, just kind of, I think it was a much better show compared to, as a whole, we just had the wrong match go on last type of thing. There. So another show down, another show to go. Let's keep this Sakura Genesis tour going. Alright, so, let's see where we're gonna run this show. We never ran here. Do we actually finally run the mall show? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's run a tour date at a mall. So I have no idea what we're gonna do on this show. We're all just gonna throw shit at the wall and see if it sticks type of thing. I do want to have a tomato juice tag match. I completely forgot what the tag finish was. I called it the freshly squeezed this time around. If anyone remembers, hey, put it in the comments and I'll change it to that. I really have no idea who we should have them beat. Is the big question here. Yeah, let's throw Kanemaru and Tai Chi back. Well, kind of can't do that. Let's do Kanemaru and Doki instead. Yeah. 13 minutes. Juice will get the win. He'll beat Kanemaru. Hell yeah. Tomato Juice. And they're gonna be much better in the first time around since Juice is already established talent in this universe as compared to back in 2016. Let's see what else we got as far as a tag match that we can do. Remind me to change that. Yeah, I'm gonna take off that right now. I always like calling them Golden Aces, but let's just call them Golden Ace. Let's stick with what they're actually fucking called, type of thing. Save. There we go. We can do a 6-man with them. 6-man, not sure who will be the other team, or the other guy for Tanahashi and Kotobushi. I don't know why I'm doing it like this. There we go. And we'll just keep that blank for now, but we'll do Minoru and Deckers. Hell yeah. We can do Nagata. I think we've already done this match before. I think we did this. Yeah, I was about to say, I think we did this actually at the New Japan Cup. It's pretty great that we're now throwing this out there on this tour. But, they got a 77 last time, which is pretty awesome. This time around, we're going to have Suzuki actually beat Yuji Nagata. Yeah. There we go. We should probably give that more time, actually. Just have that be the main event for now. Because I really have no idea what we're going to top that with. Slow build. Well, we've done a 10-man and we've done a 6-man. As far as regarding LIJ and Chaos. Might as well do an 8-man. So let's do Naito. LIJ of Evil and Shingo, or Evil, Sonata and Shingo. And then Ishii, Tsuchika Okada, Yoshihashi, and, of course, Shingo. As our, of course, Goto, rather, Jesus Christ. Jesus. There we go. So this would be the co-main, just to change it up a little bit. We'll give it 16. And we're going to have Sonata beat Yoshihashi. Just to change it up a little bit there. There we go. Yeah, we've done this day 1, actually. But it was a little different, obviously. I can't wait to see the match history after doing this, say, for like a year. It's just going to be a full-ass fucking page of every match we do. There we go. And so I want to do a tag match of the junior tag team. Ibushi, Hiromu, and Kira Francesco, Robbie Eagles. We'll do it like this, so it's where they're facing off against the people they should. Gonna give it 15. So again, that's the only time that was a New Japan Cup Day 6 show. This is a tough one. You know, do we have Hiromu beat Akira Francesco as well? I think so. Poor Francesco. Having a tough tour. I'll have this set to be Steal the Show as well. Put it there. And then I think we're gonna do established young lion versus, you know, established guy. We're gonna, you know, we can go with Carl Fredericks, because he's kind of, you know, as I guess like kind of somewhat graduated, you know, type of dude. Could have him and Yoshida. A fun little match. We'll give him 13. Fredericks getting the win. Have we done that before? Okay, we haven't. I was just curious. We'll do a tag match. GBH versus Yota Tsuji and Yoimura. We should have used Yujiro more in some of those Bullet Club fucking 6-man and 8-mans against Finjus. So we might do that. We might replace Fale with... yeah, we might do that. We might replace Fale with Yujiro. So let's see here. We'll have Makabe beat Yoimura. It's gonna be the technical match. Well, I was about to say, this is gonna have to be the technical masterclass now. Eey. I don't know how I feel about that. But alright. We'll probably change that to where this is... Yeah, we'll just do that. I don't like that one bit. And that match be the technical masterclass. Perfect. 13 minutes works for me. Alright. Save it. I'm just kind of curious. Yep, Yoshida and Carl Fredericks used too much. Everybody's still out there. Yeah, Wataru's gone for 6 months. Which is just hilarious. So, I mean, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Carl Fredericks needs his finish, looks like. Added. That's alright. We can do that. Kill the crowd. So 42 for Great Bash Shields, Yota Tsuji and Yoimura. Makabe with a flying knee drop. Makabe the 58. 49 for Hanma. No, 25 and 22 for Tsuji and Yoimura. So 49 for Tomato Juice and Kanemaru and Toki. Kaji Tomato did better than everybody on their team. Success. Freshly squeezed. Not exactly sure what it is, but it's freshly squeezed. I know that much. Hell yeah, Juice. It's a 53 for the next match, a little junior tag match. Francesco did better than Robbie Eagles. Kinda no surprise there, the way things have been going. Hiromu pinning Akira Francesco with a fisherman suplex. Assuming Hiromu's finishers need to be changed as well. That's like the 3rd time I've seen that fisherman suplex. 62 for this LIJ Chaos 8-man. Sonata tapping out Yoshihashi with a Skull's End. Skull End, rather. As Okada with a 78, Naito with a 75. Ishii with a 66, Shingo with a 64, 61 for Sonata, 52 for Evil, 54 for Goto, and then Yoshihashi, of course, with a 40. Goto was off his game as well. Main event of 59. Wrong match went on last there, as Tanahashi with a 67, as did Kota Ibushi, 64 for Zack Sabre Jr., 63 for Suzuki, 49 for Taichi, and a 51 for Nagata. I got off his game there, and Suzuki with the reverse DDT backbreaker instead of the gotch pile driver. Alright. Everyone just not using their main finishers, probably because we're on tour. As, yeah, I mean, 62 for the co-main. You know, again, I went away from having LIJ Chaos matches going on last, and go figure, it's the best match now. So there's that. Still not a bad match, but it could have been a lot worse at the same time. So now, you know, we're already at the tail end of the tour now. Which is kind of crazy how short this tour is, obviously. We wanted to keep it short, though, like I said in the intro. But at least I know what the main event is going to be for this night. Naito Shingo, Ishii Goto. Pretty fucking awesome, you know, of a final match there. It's like the last Road 2. And I think we're going to have Shingo beat Goto, actually. Yeah, I was going to have Ishii pin Shingo, but, you know, Shingo being upset the last time we actually tried to do that on the first night. Figured might as well change it up. So, yeah, on to... Cause I'm pretty sure it's the last night. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah. Yep, it's the last night. Before the actual final. So, yeah, on to that. Yeah, we'll have this one actually be at Gorkin. So, that's fine there. Backstage incidents. Oh, Loon. Brought before Wrestler's Court. Accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab. Yeah, not surprised there. It's fucking Ho-Ho Loon. He's probably getting paid $300... Or, he's not even getting paid $300. He's getting paid like $30 a fucking show. So, Tanahashi... Used to, you know, buying him everything after the show type of thing. As Ishii passing tips on psychology to his protege. I love it. I love it so much. It's great. It's great, great, great. Alright, so yeah, we're keeping it corking. Main event. Fucking Naito Shingo. Ishii Goto. Chaotic Pitbulls. Let's go ahead and add that as a team name. Because that's another reason why I wanted them to win, because they're going to be an established team afterwards. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to do Ishii and Shingo. Man. Man, oh man. We're going to give that some time, too. We're going to give it 25. Oh, and Ishii, they didn't get upset. Alright, perfect. As, yeah, let's go ahead and add that. As, let's see. The Chaotic Pitbulls. I don't think I have a finisher lined up or anything like that. Maybe like a GTR into the lariat type of thing. Where he just does, like, the back part, throws him at Ishii, kills him with the lariat. GTR. Lariat. Call it like that. Hell yeah. Chaotic Pitbulls. I hope it works out. I really do. Because they're awesome. they're fucking great. So, I think we're gonna do a 6-man of High Impact and somebody. Versus Roppongi 3K, which is kind of crazy. We haven't used Roppongi 3K at all this tour up until now. And so I'm thinking of a junior guy, but it's gotta kind of make sense at the same time. I guess we could throw Tiger Mask out there with High Impact. Sure. For the Rocky Romero and Tiger Mask deal. We'll have Rock beat Tiger Mask. There we go. Fucking... Fuck him. Fuck Tiger Mask 4. Get out of here with that shit. Alright. So what else we could do on this tour that we can build to? That's right, I was gonna change... I have everything as a pre-booking thing already. Where's that fucking... Yeah, it's the Suzuki guy. Yeah, we had it as Ghetto. I was just like, I don't want it to be Fale, but I want it, so we'll just have it be Yujiro. I give Ghetto kind of plays, though, at the same time. Because it's all, like, juniors. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah. So, we're actually going to put that match that you just saw on this show. So, again, because Kenta hasn't really been used. Minoru Suzuki. And then all the junior guys. Ishimori. El Phantasmo. And, why am I blanking on the last junior guy there? Ah, fuck it. We'll just keep it Filthy Tom Lawler for now. As, I'll just look it up. And, it's, Desperado. Doki. Oh, that's right. This is gonna be Ghetto. That's right. Whew. It's, Doki. And then we got Yoshiniba Kanemaru. So, the finish of the match that's happening on the actual Sakura Genesis show is Kenta beating Kanemaru with a GTS. We're gonna have, just because I think it'd be a fun visual, Suzuki beating Ghetto. Just Suzuki murdering poor Ghetto. So we're gonna, yeah, this is gonna go like 11 minutes. I'm not trying to go crazy with that. Put that there. As, yeah, no, let's see what else we can do here. So as far as, like, Suzuki Gun, you can't really do anything else besides, for them against Golden Aces. We're just kind of booked up from that regard. But we can do something a little similar. And it's a little different. So we're going to have Okada and Yoshihashi. And we're going to have Tanahashi and Ibushi. So then we're going to have Suzuki Gun LIJ teaming of Techers. So just a little different. Just a little... Obviously teams that will probably face each other as well. So you have that dynamic too. Just something a little different. To break away the normal form and format of what, an 8-man looks like in New Japan. So something like that out. And we're going to have Dangerous Techers take the fall as Okada is going to beat Tai Chi there. So we're going to give that some time. There's going to be some miscommunication. There's going to be some, some shit going on with the Dangerous Techers and the IJ team. Obviously no friends of each other. And it's showing it there as well. To also build up to what's going to happen at Wrestling Dutaku show as well. So we're adding even more layers to that. We're starting it kind of here. We'll let that be the co-main. Yeah, so we got a lot of 8-mans. We got 2 8-mans, a 6-man, a tag match. Let's do some singles matches now. Let's do Coughlin and Connors. Which is now what the... Oh, they've actually never had the singles match against each other. Perfect. We'll let this be the technical masterclass. Time limit draw. Perfect. And then, some match. Not sure what. We get those singles match out there. We can actually do a 6-man. I want the Wasteland to actually get a win this tour instead of having them be booked on one match. So JR Kratos, the Gods of War. Let's do... Oh man, I was about to do GOD and fucking Fale. That's a fun match though, but we won't do that on this show. I wouldn't say fun. I always like doing that. Just saying, is being really sarcastic with sometimes I say that. Because there's times I do mean it. There's sometimes I'm like, no, that's going to be the absolute worst thing in the world. Great Bash heel, and not really sure who can team with him. Kind of sucks we didn't have anything with Jeff Cobb on this tour. Yeah, I'm just kind of seeing that. Oh boy. Not really sure who to throw out there with Great Bash Shields. I would throw Hanare out there. Sure. Does it play? Not really. We're throwing him out there. So now, and then we're gonna have Kratos, JR Kratos, beating Hanare. That's a tough loss for Hanare, but I wanted the Wasteland to get a win this tour. We'll have this be the steal of the show, and yeah, I mean, pretty fun match, all things considered. We'll give that an extra minute, too. Hell yeah. Let's run the show. 19 there for Coughlin Connors. Time limit draw. 31 for Connors. Or 31 for Coughlin, rather. 28 for Connors. So at least Alex Coughlin's getting a little bit better. 47 there for the Wasteland Great Bash Shields with Toa Hanare match. Yeah, Hanare with a 45 outperformed JR Kratos and Victor. Kinda outperformed him at least, but not a bad match. JR Kratos doesn't have his finisher, so I'm not surprised there at all. We'll have to change that. 48 for the Tiger Mask High Impact Chaos match, or Roppongi 3K match, rather. So we need to probably have them just be called Roppongi 3K as a stable as well, just to, so it's not always chaos. It's Rocky Pin and Tiger Mask with the Foreign Devil. Ah, no, yeah, I think it's fine. We'll just kind of keep it as is type of thing. Yeah, I mean, that just makes too much sense there, as Tiger Mask was upset for no goddamn reason. Desmond Xavier's outperforming Show and Yo, but again, Zachary Wentz is pulling him down. That's nice to see, though. Desmond Xavier's doing really well for us. They'll definitely be used a lot on New Japan Strong, too, I think. As Suzuki Gun Bullet Club, 8-man, rather, as Suzuki with the best performance, and gets the win with the reverse DDT backbreaker. We'll have to look at his finishers, too. Man, that's tough. Kenta with a 61. 54 for Ishimori. He's getting a little bit down. Obviously, he was off his game, so that really caused that. Phantasma with a 42. Dogi with a 41. Get him with a 38. And get him with a 35. There we go. 64 for this 8-man. So get some miscommunication. Got LIJ not wanting to work with Dangerous Techers. The tensions are high between that match, and then Okada capitalizing on that with a Rainmaker on Daichi. So yeah, Okada best guy in the match by far with an 82. Tanahashi was second best, 71. 66 for Ibushi, 64 for Zack Sabre Jr., 61 for Sonata, 52 for Evil. At least Taichi wasn't the worst guy in the match. That would be Yoshihashi there with a 43. And a 58 in the main event. Again, I just can't figure it out as what should be the main event. But the Chaotic Pitbulls will get the win with the GTR into the Lariat. Ishii pin and Shingo there. Yeah, I mean, Naito and Shingo have no chemistry, but that's alright. As, Ishii was off his game too. But they, because of the shitty chemistry, hurt the match for sure, but it made at least the Chaotic Pitbulls an actually not a bad team, so that's fun. They're going to be a fun team, though. I think that those ratings there, Goto's starting to get slowly into the 60s now. Ishii's, coming together, obviously, with some big wins. And that will do it for that tour, for that show. And now on to the final show for Sakura Genesis. Some big-time matches. Should be a lot of fun. Hopefully it's a good show, and we have a successful tour. Fingers fucking crossed. God, is at the Tokyo Dome. It's fucking hilarious. For this Sakura Genesis, the show that never was. Which is just kind of, always fun to be able to do this when it's a show that didn't even actually happen. So at least I don't have the pressure of it being worse than the actual show, because hey, it didn't actually happen. So at least we got that. And Bushi was about for Wrestler's Court, accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. Tanahashi found him guilty. Sends him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Yeah, small positive impact. Hell yeah, giving psychology tips to Tamura. You love to see it. I mean, do we run the Tokyo Dome? Yeah, we're going to sell it out. it's an idea, you know. Or should we run the super arenas? The big Pride events obviously being held there. I love how that's also the arena that's in UFC Undisputed 3. I completely forgot about that. I was testing it out on RPC S3, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It was the Sayama Super Arena they had. I thought it was just, for some reason, I was like, they probably just threw like a generic, but no, it's the actual. So maybe that's what we'll do to at least protect the Tokyo Dome. So here's the plan with the Tokyo Dome. I want to get away from the 2-night Wrestle Kingdom thing. I just think I think it's more special when there's just one night. So getting away from that eventually is the plan. Is what I'm hoping for. Not exactly sure how many nights we're gonna do. 2 nights, but maybe 2021 and then maybe 22 we stop it, or maybe we keep going into 2023 is when we'll change it. I'm not really sure, but eventually I want to run Tokyo Dome shows 3 times a year, but only like once, obviously Wrestle Kingdom. Sometime during like the summer, maybe, I don't know exactly when, and then have the Wrestle Dynasty show instead of, because the plan is to have that be at MSG this year in 2020, but then 2021 do it in the Tokyo Dome. So that's kind of the idea. Just just to fit and sharing it. Yeah, I figured it's far and away in the future, but still, probably fun. But yeah, let's have the Sakura Genesis at the Sayama Super Arena. That'd be fun. All right, so thanks for having a lot of this being pre-booked already. This should be pretty simple and pretty straightforward. Main event, Ishii Naito for the IWGP Heavyweight title. That's just because the New Japan Cup guy, he ends up. It's not like the idea behind this is if you win the New Japan Cup, you challenge the heavyweight champion. So that's why I always kind of had a problem with Evil being the challenger for both, because it's like, well, he just won the cup. Like, in the cup usually states you challenge for 1 championship, not 2. That's how I was a little. That's usually what it's always been. So I just always hated that happened and hated that whole spiel of what Evil's become and whatnot. Just figured actually be a heavyweight title match. So no Intercontinental title match for Naito on this night. No double championship or anything like that. It's going to go 31 minutes. Pretty long, but should be a pretty fun match. Naito's going to get the win there. And the co-main, Goto Shingo. Pretty fun. Going to go 23. Shingo's going to get the win there. Never openweight title match, of course. Then, of course, we have the tag match. Dangerous Tekkers Golden Aces, which I'm a little nervous about because Tai Chi's ratings aren't there. But I think it should be a pretty fun match, though, with everybody else involved, considering, and I want to say we've actually not done the actual tag match. We don't really exactly know. Hoping for somewhere like a 77. Fingers crossed there. And Hiromu Robbie Eagles. Junior heavyweight title matchup. We're going to set this for Seal the Show, so it's only going to go 14. Plus, we know because Robbie Eagles' ratings are going to be that great. But Hiromu's going to carry that one for sure, no problem. In his first defense there. So far, no titles being changed hands on this Sakura Genesis show. You got Okada and Yoshihashi against LIJ. We're going to have Sonata beat Yoshihashi there, and LIJ is going to get the win over the Chaos team. Thought about changing that? I think we are, actually. I think we're going to have Okada get the win. As we're going to have him beat Evil. Because fuck Evil. There you go. Alright, and then the junior tag match of High Impact and Roppongi 3K. We could change the titles right here, but we're going to keep Roppongi 3K a little bit going, and I like that we have already wins losing, and that was before, we saw how bad he was going to do compared to everybody else. And then the Suzuki Gun Bullet Club 8-man, which we already talked about. And so we're going to, Kenta's going to beat Kanemaru. That's actually going to be the same amount of times we did the last show match, so that's fun. And then the opener, little Tomato Juice Colt Cabana action against Yano, Taguchi, and Rocky Romero. Again, funny that Yano and Taguchi for the first time showing up on this tour. And setting that to be the technical masterclass. We're going to put that at 15 minutes. Got a lot of people upset. Taguchi's pissed. So we'll keep him strong. See who else is going to be pissed. Oh, still pissed. Alright. So we're right at 164 already. So again, we could add 2 matches to make it 10, because I think that's what we did. The New Japan Cup. I want to say. Yep, I think that's what we did. We need to have Kento in more shows too. Kento Koben. OSP Kento. Well, we'll throw him out there. Let's see what we got. Just another Young Lion match. Exclude everyone who's booked just to kind of see what I got. Yeah, let's put Francesco out there. Give it 10 minutes. Francesco gonna get the win there. Alright. And let's see what else we can add. We can throw a Tenkoji match out there. It's crazy we don't have Jay White on this tour either. You know, we've kind of fucked up with some of these guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's kind of the downfall of having a giant-ass roster. Is some people, and you just kind of... we can do G.O.D. And, yeah, we can do G.O.D. Gods of War. It's an idea. Or we're gonna go with Tenkoji instead. I think we're gonna go Tenkoji. Give G.O.D. a win here. Tama. Over Tenzan. Alright. I think we'll put that there. As well. Yeah, pretty fun card. All things considered. We'll add some pre-show matches too. Just for the fuck of it. Let's, I'm just curious to see how John Silver and Alex Reynolds are going to do. Let's throw them out there with velocities. Don't really care who wins. It could be whoever. I love it, like, the idea behind this. Like, you're going to fly over the velocities in Alex Reynolds and John Silver just for them to pre-show this, show. Just kind of funny, all things considered. We could do a 6-man. Let's do Coughlin, Connors, and Fredericks. Let's see here. Against. Let's throw Hanari out there with Yota Tsuji and Yui Mora. Give him 12 minutes. Let's have Hanare beat Connors. Not bad. Not bad. Alright. I'm just kind of curious to see. Obviously, the only thing that's upset is Taguchi. Yeah, I mean, it is nuts that we don't have Jay White on this show. Yep, that's a tough one, you know, but at the same time, I didn't want to oversaturate it, and you want to give some guys some time. Plus, I have some plans for, you know, Jay White to be on the first New Japan Strong show, so at least he'll be used in that respective. But I should have probably just kept him on, like, vacation or something. So let's run the show here. See what we got. Oh, wow, 43. Not bad. Frederick's the best guy in the match, almost in the 50. So, Hanare, the spinning spinebuster on Clark Connors, did a 37. And Yota Tsuji and Yui Mora obviously doing the worst, as they're still in their really young Lions phase, while as Connors and Coughlin are just kind of LA Dojo young Lion guys. 51 for Alex Reynolds, John Silver against Velocities. Yeah, Velocities killed it. Paris de Silva submitting Alex Reynolds. I'll have to probably add their finishers as well. As, yeah, I mean, 34s. 34s and 43 for John Silver, not bad. But London with a 55, that was awesome. It's a good start. start for him. 53 for the opener. Cabana and D'Amato Juice beating Yano, Taguchi, and Rocky Ramirez. Juice pinning Taguchi after the pulp friction. 59 for Taguchi. 62 for Rocky Romero. Wow, that's kind of wild that Juice did a 47. I don't know what the fuck happened. He was doing so well. All of a sudden, it just fucking kiboshed him. That's tough. That is tough. Wrong team won there. Everybody did better. Everybody on the other team. It's interesting. 36,500 people, though. Sakura Francesco getting the win. Raspi Kento. There's Kento Gobin as Francesco needs to have his finishers added. We got a lot of people to add to their finishers. Cooled the crowd off a little bit, too. But Francesco killing it in that match. Good to see there. It's a 54. Man, Tongaloa just can't stay healthy as he keeps on getting hurt. God getting the win, though. Tama pinning Tenzan of the Guerrilla Warfare. Tomo's a 55, 48 for Tongaloa, 63 for Kojima, 51 for Tenzan. At least Tama outperformed Tenzan there. 10 to 9, that is tough. Suzuki Gun, Bullet Club 8-man. Kenta pinning Kanemaru after the Kenta combo into the Bazagu knee. Suzuki and Kenta both doing 70s. Good stuff there. Ishimori the 61. 57 for El Fantasmo, so he's doing a little bit better. Looks like maybe that's just a one-off thing. Kanemaru and Doki with 44s, and 38 for Geto. Probably could have went with Udro instead. A little bit of a better performance. Actually, a lot better. But we didn't. And there it is. You reap what you sow when it comes to that. Oh my god, what a fucking terrible match this was. 37 for the Roppongi 3K high impact match. Desmond Xavier outperformed Yo and Sho. And Yo was off his game. Zachary Wentz actually outperformed Sho. Man, I can't believe Sho's doing bad. Breaks my heart. We need to probably have, again, Sho and Rocky need to be a pairing as well. That's the Sayama Super Arena. Seeing a shit fucking junior tag match. At least we get it back up a little bit. Yoshihashi breaks his arm. God damn. So Kata with the Rainmaker on Evil. Kata with an 89. Sonato 61. 56 for Evil. Poor Yoshihashi getting injured there. It's a 58 for the junior tag, or the junior match rather. As I'm surprised this actually did so well. Robbie Eagles doing a little bit better for this match. Again, didn't change Roma's finisher. I need to do that. It's fucking that goddamn Fisherman suplex. They beat him with the time bomb. We all know it. God damn it. As, next match, 70. There we go. Even though Dangerous Techers have no timing. So, good match for Golden Ace as they make their first defense. Ibushi with a Phoenix Splash on Taichi. Tanahashi 74, 73 for Ibushi. 64 for Zack Sabre Jr. and 47 for Taichi. Hell yeah. Yeah, fucking yeah. Goto and Shingo, next match, probably should have not been the co-main, now looking at it. Goto was off his game. But Shingo, with the Made in Japan in 23:04, gets the win in his first defense of the Never Openweight title, and he gets his win back after losing to him at the New Japan Cup. Main event time. Fingers fucking crossed. 77. Alright, as Naito pinning Tomohiro Ishii with a Destino in 31 minutes, makes his first defense of the IWGP Heavyweight title. Naito's off his game and gets outperformed by Tomohiro Ishii. How about that? As a 77 for that main event. Hopefully the show as a whole. Alright, well, we increased pop everywhere, but probably Kanto. It's a 74. That junior heavyweight tag match, though, I can't believe it did so bad. That's crazy. But, I mean, like the Francesco Kento Gobin match. Gobin match, rather, did better. The fucking 6-man in the pre-show, that was Hanare with 2 Young Lions against Fredericks, Clark Connors, and Coughlin did better. Can't believe that match did so bad. The fucking Velocities Reynolds John Silver match did better. Like, that's tough. That's big tough there. Roppongi 3K. Thank God I have plans for that reign to end pretty shortly. Because it should not be going on that long. But that, I mean, as far as the show goes, it would have been a little bit better had Golden Ace, Dangerous Techers, and co-main event it instead. But I just felt like the Shingo Goto match would have been better. Maybe if Goto wasn't off his game, it would have been better. Who knows? But we went with it. I knew Dangerous Tekkers were gonna have bad chemistry as far as timing's gonna be all over the place, but still, Golden Ace pulled it out and had a very good performance. We're gonna give Taguchi some love just so he's not pissed, just so we can cool that off a little bit. We're gonna give some love to Naito. We're gonna give some love. Yeah, we're gonna give some love to Naito because we didn't give it to him at all before. And man, I really, Hiromu did well as far as carrying Robbie Eagles, but also Robbie Eagles did a great job as well at the same time. I'm really impressed with that Akira Francesco performance, so I'm actually going to give it to him. Way to go. Way to kill it. There's Naito, Francesco, Taguchi. Alright. That'll do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, everyone, and hopefully you all enjoyed that episode. So now we're going on to Wrestling Nuntaku, which is going to be 2 nights, nights 1 and 2. Which the plan is to have Naito defend his heavyweight title one night and the Intercontinental title the next night. How that's going to play off? It's a good question. That's going to be intriguing because the tour is actually pretty long. It's one of our longest tours because we have not only New Japan Strong starting up, but we're also going to have the some of the mini kind of shows that happened throughout the summer, like the Sengoku Lord shows, like stuff like that. But we'll have to add, obviously, New Japan Strong now to the schedule and whatnot. We got a lot going on. It looks like we made money, though, thanks to running the Super Zama Arena show. So that's awesome. We already got 1 million ticket sales. Hey, that's great. Fantastic. We're looking up. So, yeah, we'll catch you guys for the next episode, for the Wrestling Nuntaku episode. Take care, everyone.